Peace, y'all. I just want to talk about the brain, your mind, and its influence on your reality and how you are, who you are as a person. So, let's say that you want to improve your memory, your focus, your concentration. You want to enhance your brain, build new brain cells, things of that nature. There are physical things that you can do in order to attain these things, as far as like eating more berries to send more oxygen to the brain, eating the right foods and stuff like that. Lion's mane, supplements, herbs, whatever the case is, right? Drinking more water, clarity, journaling, all of these things. But it also goes on a deeper level. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just about what herbs and foods you're eating. It's not just about like, I'm not gonna say physical because it is a physical thing, but it's also it's about the five senses, right? So you have a sensory part of your brain, and I don't really know what it's called right now, so I'm not going to name any lobes right now because I'm still learning the brain. But you have a sensory part of your brain, and that part of your brain is really meant to sense everything, like your sight. Yeah, you have a occipital lobe, frontal lobe. Frontal lobe is for, like, if I'm moving and shit. Like I said, I'm not going to name shit. Anyway, so basically, like sight, hearing, tasting, touching, feeling, stuff like that, whatever is smelling, things that have to do with the five senses. So you can be doing all of the right things to get like a better brain, to prevent Alzheimer's and dementia and do all of these great fucking things, but it doesn't really make a difference if you're feeding your brain garbage. If you're feeding your brain fucking fucked up reality TV shows or whatever it is. I'm not going to say anything is per se good or bad, but it's what are you trying to manifest? What are you trying to what are you giving your energy to? Stuff like that. So if you want to attract a life that is of the shit that's going on in a reality TV show, materialistic things and all of that, then by all means go for it. But if you want to live a life of peace, freedom, self-mastery, self-understanding, self-understanding, self-knowing, freedom, love, community, things of that nature, you need to feed your brain these things. You need to be around like-minded people. What environment are you in? Because your brain is picking up on everything that is around you, everything that you're internally consuming and externally consuming, because you're always consuming. You're always a sponge. You know what I'm saying? You're soaking up everything in your environment. The people, what are their mindsets like? The people that you're around, the people you're surrounding yourself with, all of these things. And I was just like, because I'm saying this now because I'm taking a supplement from Yaqui. I think it's called Coherence. Not sure, but it's a brain supplement. It has like lion's mane, chaga mushroom in there, ashwagandha, ginkgo, gotu kola, maybe skullcap, I think. I don't know, but it has a bunch of brain herbs. And I've been taking brain herbs because I want to help with mental fog and get more clarity, to be able to focus more. Just I want to be able to access as much as my brain as I can get, because that is my tool. That is a power, a superpower. Having a mind is a power. That is what makes us, I'm not going to say what makes us, but that's a part of what makes us gods, is our mind, our brain. It's fucking what's operating our entire body. It's how we're perceiving and assessing and, what's the word? I'm looking for a certain word. It's how we are, well, of course, sensing and experiencing, but processing. That's how we're processing the entire world that we're in and everything that's happened to us and around us and whatever, all the choices that we've made. This is how we're processing things. We process with our brain, and that's a big fucking thing. So I want to take herbs and stuff like that and eat the foods that I'm supposed to be eating, but I'm also like, if I'm taking these herbs to build new brain cells and to get more clarity and focus and things of that nature, I also have to take into consideration what I'm actually feeding my brain as well. Like if I'm watching TV all day, if I'm talking on the phone to somebody, or in a space with somebody, or an environment with people who aren't aligned with what I'm trying to manifest in my life, then that has a direct influence and effect on my mind and how I think, and how much clarity I have. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these things, sometimes it's not even what you're eating, but sometimes it's just your environment. There are people influencing you subconsciously, and they have a direct effect on the way you are just perceiving yourself, the way you're perceiving the world, and just all kinds of fucking shit. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say that because I feel like it's very, very important that you pay attention and you are consciously aware of the things that you're feeding yourself, internally, externally, the things that are around your senses. What are you sensing? If you're working at a damn chicken coop and you slaughtering chickens all fucking day, these are things that you're sensing. And these things have a direct effect on you as a person and how you go out in the world and how you carry yourself and the things that you think about. And a lot of the times, like you may have heard people say, like, all of your thoughts are not yours, or sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying, like, some of the thoughts are maybe other people's thoughts. And I was always just like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, it's in my head. It doesn't make sense. But now I'm like, okay, it makes sense, because like sometimes people can just be negative all day, complaining all day about some shit that's going on in their life, and then when something similar happens to you, and you just like, you start replicating their mindset and the things that they would say or do in certain instances, and then that isn't even your fucking thought. It's not even what you think, what you feel, but you've been around it for so long, you program your mind for so long with that shit, that's just a thought that's coming up, and then you think it's yours and you go with it, and then your life is just fucked from there. But yeah, basically, your mind is very, very powerful as a sponge, and if you want to reprogram yourself, reprogram your life, you first have to reprogram your mind, and you can do so by watching what you're around and controlling your environment and controlling the things that you are perceiving, the way that you perceive these things. Does that make sense? And you have direct control over that because you are a human being now. Unless you're like fucking underage and you just can't control where you're living, you're just gonna have to wait. I'm sorry. But if you're an adult, you have the ability to change your reality and your mind. Most likely, there are some cases where you just can't help yourself, like in prison. But I'm talking to the ones who have the control right now. Yeah, control your reality, control the people that you allow yourself to be around, control the music you listen to, the things you watch on TV. If you watch TV at all, it would be best if you don't, because it's just a direct influence on your mind and emotions. That is just, it's to tell a vision. That's why it's called television, and it's telling you and feeding you visions and emotions that have nothing to do with reality or your life at all. And yeah, and unless it's something that you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, be like for example, certain anime shows, they give me a lot of courage and bravery, and I kind of resonate with the main character sometimes, or even the side characters, and then I take on that for myself. So, you know, unless it's influencing you for something positive, something that you want, something that you consciously have control of, then it's different. But if you don't, I just want y'all to be aware. That's the main thing. I just want y'all to be aware of what you're feeding yourself. And yeah, I know I dragged that, but I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. And yeah, I probably have some more videos coming out for y'all soon. Peace.